God's energy system. You keep increasing the power of the devil. Human is the one who created this negative energy. We are the one who created the negative energy. It's not Lucifer, it's not Shaitan, it's not evil. We did the bad thing, we were having the free will, and we increased the negative energy. Now this negative energy is again going to influence us. Three things are required. One is energy, one is information, and one is soul. If you don't believe heaven and hell, it means you are not believing Newton's third law also. If you go deep into it, you will understand. When there was God, below him was water, below him was energy. And we know from science, Big Bang, energy was there. God concentrated. Everything is energy. This is what I am trying to tell you. Everything is energy. You, me, everything is energy. Like E is equal to mc square. According to me, this equation is not complete. Because when Einstein says E is equal to mc square, he is missing two things. He is missing two things. He is missing the information and he is missing the soul. It's a free energy now, right? Now you have to convert back from free energy to the mass. How you are going to convert it? To make even an atom of iron from free energy, what you need? Energy should be having the information how to arrange the mass in a specific way. How many electron, how many proton, how many electron to make a Fe molecule, iron molecule. A full human being is having a specific arrangement of molecules that gives him a shape of a human being. Like a stone is a stone, like iron is a iron, like copper is copper. Something is something, right? Very important point. And here I want to tell you one thing. Prayer is a very, very, very big technology. We have a dome in the masjid, in the mosque. We have a dome, the shape of our head is also dome, and we have to put one more dome, that's a cap. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. So today's topic is, like I told you already, God's energy system. And like I told you, this is a very, very important topic. It's a very unique concept that if you will understand today, then it will be helpful throughout the life. So without wasting our time, we will just go ahead. So in this, like you can see, like so much information is there, and still there is so much information that I was not able to put in this diagram, but still I tried to do my best. So to make you understand clearly about these things, what I put down on the board, so that you can see on the right hand side, the green bar, this is the energy bar, positive energy bar, and this side is a negative energy bar, in red color. So before going into the topic, I just want you to have a look what I have written here. This is brainstorming, and now we are discussing the God energy system. And in this system, of course, the base of it is human, and human got free will, and with this free will, the human has to choose that human is going to do bad or good, depending upon the information that we are given by God. And this is what is our test. Okay, so as per this, the basis is that human is the one who creates negative or positive energy. Okay, negative energy and positive energy. And as we can understand, to be more specific, where I said create, we know that energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. Yeah, so make it more clear, it is that we are converting the energy, what we are getting, you can say like cosmic energy or whatever, like we are energy generator, and finally what energy we are giving out, it is negative or positive depending upon the will. So if you have a strong willpower, of course it means you are doing good. So I want to just establish one thing, what is good and bad, how we are going to decide what is good and bad. If some guy is a thief and he like to do the things like this, then he will be thinking that like stealing something is good. So I will give you a very basic parameter about it, that if something is good, everybody should do it. If something is bad, nobody should do it. So for example, you take, if somebody like to steal something, so if stealing is good, if everybody is doing it, it will go towards disaster. If something is going towards disaster, this is creating negative energy. And if you are doing something good, it is creating positive energy. There can be so many examples of them, like helping someone, like you are doing prayer, and like so many other things are there. So, or you can say just simply not stealing anything. Okay, if you are getting a chance of stealing something, and if you are not stealing anything, so of course you are creating the positive energy, because you got the chance to do something, you had the free will, you would have done it, but you didn't generate the negative energy by doing something bad. You generated the positive energy by not doing bad thing. This is also a very good thing. You, to generate positive energy, for example, you need to do either good thing, or if you are getting a chance to do bad thing but you are not doing it, so you are generating the positive energy. So other thing is, the first thing I want to do, I want to make you understand this diagram and what I have written here. So to understand this, you consider like there is specific amount of negative energy. That is specific amount of energy that is from starting, you consider it, for example, just the negative energy as per science, or you consider it evil, or you consider it like Shaitan, Lucifer, whatever you want to consider. Okay, so this is the startup energy. Yeah, this concept you have to understand. This concept is very important, and this is the main energy system what I want to talk about. If you understand this, you will understand so many things what you are doing in everyday life. So this one is a startup energy. So for example, you take example of like 100 people only. If you take the example of 100 people, if initial negative energy is affecting 100 people only, and they will do only 1% of evil. Okay, only 1% of evil they will do, only 1%. 100 people doing only 1% evil. Okay, I wrote down here full population, you can consider, but I am just taking example of 100 people. 100 people doing evil by the influence of this energy. So when they are doing only, for example, 1% of the bad thing, they are doubling the amount of negative energy by doing the bad thing. So what I wrote down here is startup energy affected a specific number of people. For example, full population, you take like full population did something bad. Okay, only 1% bad, nothing more, like we are doing something every day, right? And we say nothing is going to happen attitude, right? Nothing will happen, we will do 1% bad. But exactly what is happening, if full population will do only 1% bad, they are thinking nothing will happen, right? But what is happening, you are increasing the power of the devil, increasing the negative energy. You are increasing this energy from this to this. Now this energy is affecting again on these people, because you are the one, human is the one who increased this negative energy. Now this negative energy will affect again to human, and this time the same number of people, they will get double influenced, because the power is double now. They will do this time 2% bad. They did before 1% bad, right? This time they will do 2% bad, whatever they did before, and they will again see nothing will happen. It's just 2% only, like nothing is going to happen. And then this one, what happened when they did 2% bad? Now they increase the energy again. Now the total power, the total energy, that evil energy, the energy of Lucifer, energy of Shaitan, evil energy, now this is this much, A plus B plus C. Now this energy became too big. Who increased it? Human is the one who created this negative energy. We are the one who created the negative energy. It's not Lucifer, it's not Shaitan, it's not evil. We did the bad thing, we were having the free will, and we increased the negative energy. Now this negative energy is again going to influence us. Before, this negative energy caused only 2% harm, like people, it made people do 2% bad. Now this time, this is 4 times from the initial. Now this negative energy is going to make us do 4% bad. Yeah, 4% bad by our free will. So this energy, and next level it will do 8% bad. That's why I wrote it down. Initially it made us do only 1% bad, then it became double. Yeah, it made us do 2% bad, then it became 4 times. It make us do, it became 4 times, it make us do 4% bad. Then it became increase again, it make us do 8 times, then 16 times. So what is happening? You know what the graph is? The graph is, we are the one who is making the Lucifer, the evil energy, increase exponentially. Exponentially increment in the negative energy. And this diagram I am considering when the same people, same for example total population, is not generating any positive energy to neutralize it. So what is happening right now, what you see everywhere, the problems are going on, it is the result of this disbalance. And who is creating it? We are the one who is creating it. It's no one else who is creating it. God is not creating it, because God is giving energy to you, free will in your hand. Now we are the one who is converting the energy to negative and positive. So I will give you another example of this, because this is the concept that you should really understand. If you understand this, you can stop so many sins, so many problems you can solve in your life. How it works out now. You consider again, like I told you about this, I will give you another example. Initially, now consider there were 100 people only. They did 1% bad. Okay, they were influenced by negative energy. They did only 1% bad. And now by doing only 1% bad, these 100 people, they made the energy, they increased the energy, negative energy double, or they made Lucifer double powerful, for example. Yeah. Now before, Lucifer with a specific amount of energy, he was affecting only 100 people, 1%. Okay, 100 people, 1%. Now Lucifer have 2 options, because his energy is double. So either he can effect again to do another bad thing, 100 people 2%, you understood? 100 people 2%, or 200 people 1%. Okay, so I will take the example of simple. Now this time he is going to affect 200 people 1%. When these 200 people will do the bad thing again, his energy is going to be 4 times this time. Now next time the Lucifer, he is ready, he became powerful to affect 400 people. Same way, when there's 400 people do only 1% bad, the energy will become 8 times. Now this time the Lucifer is ready to affect 800 people. If you understand this, you will understand why we should not be doing even small sin. It's small, very very small. You will be thinking that it's negligible, you are not doing anything. Like I wrote it down here, nothing happens attitude. But what actually you are doing? If you are doing only small bad things as a whole, then you are doing disaster. You are going towards the disaster. So first thing here is, stop doing the things that you are thinking there is small sins, there is small bad things, that nothing is going to happen, nobody will watch. But even you are doing any bad thing in any dark corner, you are responsible for the power increment, for negative energy and the devil. And whatever is happening throughout the world, the bad things, you are responsible for it. I am responsible for it. Whoever is doing the bad things in any dark corner. So we are responsible, because this I stopped at 8 times. You can imagine, like I put the time, you take it in years, you take it in days or whatever. But if you will keep doing these things, you keep increasing the power of the devil. One day, it's like the devil will become so powerful, and then you will be thinking maybe the few guys who are good, they don't know how it's happening. Here comes in picture a very powerful weapon that is given by God during marriage. I told you about marriage last time. Why I am going through this communication? First of all, I established when I'm talking about something, I am taking the basic reference from a person who is logical and scientific, that is God. That's why I told you when God is talking about the travel of angel, we calculated, we established, we made sure that the data we are referring to is actually from the God or not. Okay, so we calculated the speed of light, then we calculated 50 times the speed of light. Then I told you I will tell you the chapter number 81 verse number 6, how the water can catch fire. I will tell you that one in some other time, some other video. But what I'm trying to tell is, we should not be listening to anyone, right? We have to establish if you are believing something, it's true or not. That's why I told you in one of the video, you have to come from ilmul yaqeen to haqqul yaqeen. Ilm is okay, but it's not enough. You have to come from ilmul yaqeen to ainal yaqeen to haqqul yaqeen. Then you will be knowing the things that you cannot calculate. Okay, the things you cannot calculate, because you know the things that you can calculate. Now you know the person that is not lying. Then you will know, you will, like you say, you will get like ilmul yaqeen of the things that you cannot calculate. For example, heaven and the hell. When the same guy is calculating the speed of light, he's telling the speed of light, speed of angel, speed of M.Ae.S.I, but same guy is telling later about heaven and hell. So the person who was 100% correct that time, he has to be correct in this time also. Okay. By the way, this heaven and hell, I will just put in that heaven and hell, there is a proof, because if one guy is killing 100 guys, okay, and you are punishing only one guy, it is a clear against the Newton's third law, equal and opposite reaction. He killed 100 guys and you are killing only one guy. So you are not following this in this realm. It's not following the law of nature, equal and opposite reaction, and that's a law. That's not a theory of Newton. It's a fact of it's a law. It's a fact. So to do this, we need some other place so that it can equalize, and that's why God made heaven and hell. If you don't follow, if you don't believe heaven and hell, it means you are not believing Newton's third law also. If you go deep into it, you will understand.